Not a bad view, huh? We welcome you to the Sheridan Hawaii Bowl, all part of Capital One Bowl Week. 10-2 Boise State taking on 7-5 East Carolina from Aloha Stadium here in sunny, warm Honolulu. Skip Holtz has really turned this program around now. Here they are, their second straight bowl game. They've got a runner in the backfield, Chris Johnson, who's put up big numbers, and they strike quickly.
Yeah, Chris Johnson is one of the fastest athletes in college football. They line him up in the backfield, 1,200 yards on the season, but they also like to get the ball to him in the pass game outside. And I think East Carolina, even though you don't want to get caught up in a scoring matchup with Boise State, I think they're going to have to win a shootout today. And for East Carolina to have a chance to win, they're going to have to get athletes like Chris Johnson out in space.
Started the season after Cass was suspended and did not play the first 3 games. Chris Johnson on the carry, straight ahead. 2nd and 5 out of the gun. They go to Johnson again. Spins his way for a first down to the 44. 4:36 left here in the first. Pinckney still in at quarterback. Chris Johnson bounces off a one. He's still up. Johnson to the outside, has a chance. Foot race, goodbye. Chris Johnson all the way to the end zone, 68 yards.
Well, Boise State heard all week about the speed of Chris Johnson, but it's not quite the same until you see it live. Absolutely one of the fastest players in college football.
Well, certainly they've taken advantage of the islands here, had a good time this week before going to work. Chris Johnson with a big touchdown run on the last series out across the 25 on Sunday morning when no one's really got the chance to take it all in on a weekly basis. 17-7, East Carolina on top. They take over 1st and 10. Chris Johnson's had a big game already. There he goes. Johnson finally brought down inside the 30 at the 28. The quick burst, pretty impressive. 46 yards on that carry, and he was already over 100 yards.
Yeah, we talked to the offensive coordinator for East Carolina, Todd Fitch, and he said Chris Johnson is as fast an athlete as I've had in college football, and Coach Fitch has a pretty good background. Some history in the SEC, and
our kids were a little bit shell-shocked the first half, but we rallied up, played pretty good in the second half, and hopefully we can start out the game without that, without that intimidation. What a play that is!
Set up the screen to Johnson, and he goes to the end zone again.
East Carolina doing a lot of nice things in terms of finding ways to get the ball in the hands of Chris Johnson. Southern Miss and North Carolina in between,
and somehow surviving to come back and win 7 games and go to a bowl. Johnson fights his way to the 26. Chris Johnson back at his own 8. Outside, gets away, and great field position again for East Carolina.
They kick it off.
You see only 13 turnovers on the year, and up. They haven't given it away yet. Boise State has twice.
I think we're going to see a run here.
Still get a first down inside the 2. Johnson does run it. It's maybe to the 3. Just picked up a 3rd and 5. We'll see what they can do on 3rd and 7. Out of the backfield comes Johnson. He's got another Pirate first down. Quick pitch. Straight ahead. Spinning still up. Johnson to the 18. Hadman saved the touchdown, putting up numbers, all-purpose numbers in the country. I think out west, though, not many really know about this guy.
264 yards for the Pirates in the first half, but the Broncos have shut down the run game for the Pirates here in the second.
Johnson from inside his own 10. Gets by 1. Jumps over another and out of bounds. He and Harris awaiting a line drive kick. It will be Chris Johnson at his own 10. Bringing it back across the 30, still up, powering his way, almost broke through up at the 39. Peterson trying to ice the kicker. Skip Holtz trying to break the ice with his kicker. Hartman from 34 yards for the game. And good. And Skip Holtz can truly smile at this point. The East Carolina Pirates coming in at 7-5.
almost getting it done in Conference USA, but coming up short against an explosive offense. Heavily favored Boise State, but it's the Pirates winning here in the Sheridan Hawaii Bowl in 2007. Chris Johnson, no question about it, the Capital One player of the game, despite the fumble. Look at what he did tonight. I mean, it's incredible. 233 yards on the ground. He had 3 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown reception as well, and 153 yards in kick returns.